Today, I want to show you some exercises for older adults to work on sitting balance with no equipment. So, hi, I'm Nicole. I'm an occupational therapist, and together with Stephanie, a physical therapist, we are the Note Ninjas. We are the founders of the Note Ninja membership and pediatric series. So, first, you want to make sure that they're safe in their chair. So, whether you have arm support, if they're in a wheelchair, or you could do this on a bench, on a bed for more unsupported sitting balance, but you just want to make sure that they're safe and set up. You could place a walker in front of them for more support, or maybe a chair or table, but just make sure that they feel safe when doing it. So, when you're doing these exercises, you want to focus on you don't have to. I feel like a lot of us want to go and do all these creative activities right off the bat, but really we need to work on the foundation, and that's just movement, basic movement that goes into helping them with their balance. So, what we want to start with is maybe just some weight shifting side to side. Okay. You want to make sure that they're weight shifting and that they're able to return to that full position and they're able to correct their posture and get back to that upright position. So you want to go lateral side to side and then forward and backward, anterior to posterior. You can even kind of go diagonal, really all directions. So you want to make sure that they have that weight shifting first as their foundation. The next is just add in a little trunk rotation. Okay. Side to side. You could place their hands here, just kind of have them move the body. Or I like to place the hands like this across their chest and then go side to side. Okay. And you could be providing them with tactile cues just so that they are activating their muscles, their core muscles, maybe increasing that range of motion. So, they might just be going like this, little movements. But if you add a tactile cue or maybe a visual cue, that'll signal to them, okay, maybe I can do a little bit more. Show them what they're capable of. And then, of course, document that cue that you gave. So it doesn't always have to be a verbal cue. They might not respond well that way. But if you provide more of an external cue of a tactile or visual, then maybe they're going to lean into that more. You can also add maybe more of like a lateral flexion. Okay, so add that hand reach. You can go one side at a time. You can alternate. Okay. So this is a little bit more than a weight shifting because we're really reaching away. So you want to be doing this without the armrest. You can also, if you are on a balance table or a mat table or bed, you could place a towel and go out to the side. So that's once again getting that lateral flexion, but also that weight shifting forward, and we're adding that reach. So that's great. That's great for that functional sitting balance. And then you can also use your walker, as I said, for that upper extremity support if they're a little bit more not as balanced or not as confident with their sitting balance. And they can place their one hand here. You can use the walker as an external cue, reaching over and under that middle bar. I love using this little middle bar right here as an external cue. It's giving them, because maybe they're just, if they don't have that, maybe they're not reaching as far, but really, like if you have something like this, you could put a band. If they reach over it, it's giving them something to like work toward and giving them greater distance. They can go over and under. Okay. And this is having them work the core. And then you could just add in some multi-directional reaching, switching sides. And then eventually you work up to not using the walker and then doing both hands. Okay, you could go up and down, depending on the range of motion, depending on their capabilities. But all of these little sitting balance exercises really lay the foundation of movement for our patients. And then you can add on the equipment. You can use something for them to tap, use some cones, add on something for them to reach towards, add on resistance bands, add in that extra. But really, this is where you want to start. Start with them. Start with just the chair that they're sitting on, whatever surface they're sitting on, and then go from there. And then just really highlight your skill in your notes. So make sure that you're talking about, those tactile cues that you're giving them to increase their range of motion, to rotate further or to reach further. And then you can document that so it's measurable as well. So we hope you found this helpful. Make sure to comment below any other ideas that you have for sitting balance that doesn't require any exercises or any equipment. We would love to hear from you. And subscribe to the Note Ninjas.